All right, friends, welcome back to another episode of Keeping Your Real Estate Business on Track. Today's episode is for all the parents, future parents, and anyone helping families make a move here to Brevard County. If you've ever wondered what it's really like to raise a family here in Brevard or how to guide your clients through that decision, this episode is for you. I'm sitting down with Bridgett Stuhlmiller. She's a realtor with Denovo Realty, and more importantly, a local mom. She knows exactly what it's like to raise a family here on the Space Coast, and she's helped tons of families find the right neighborhood, navigate schools, and figure out what home really means. Thanks for joining us today, Bridgett.
Thanks for having me, Lindsay.
Bridgett is a personal friend as well as a business partner, and I'm so excited to have her on this episode, specifically because she's a mom in Brevard County raising 3 beautiful boys. Tell us a little bit about your family.
Thank you. Yes, so I have 3 boys. They are 6, 9, and 10. And it's wild at home, but it's amazing. So I love this county. I'm from Virginia. So I feel like I have a comparison coming from another state. I moved here in 2007, and I've just grown to love Florida more and more, and definitely the family feel.
Yeah. What do you love personally most about Brevard County and raising a family here?
So when I first moved here, I was in my 20s, and I felt like there wasn't a ton of young professionals, and maybe it wasn't somewhere I was going to stay forever. And so I went around to different areas just to visit. So went to Miami, went to St. Petersburg, went all over Jupiter. And I felt like this area was unique because you can go park at the beach and not pay for parking. And it has these quaint little areas. There's times you can go to the beach and it feels like it's your own private beach. And you just can't get that in a lot of other areas in Florida. So I just loved the uniqueness, the quaintness of it. But then we also still do have things to do despite what some people might say.
Yeah, we're on the map now.
Yes.
We've got some good restaurants. We've got some good shopping now,
Yeah.
Nordstrom Rack.
Yeah. Trader Joe's is coming.
That means we're moving up.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you're right. We definitely do still have those quaint little areas that allow you to still have an awesome time with your family and not feel, kind of overpopulated.
Yeah, for sure.
So when you're helping families relocate to Brevard County, what do you usually ask them first, or what do they usually ask you first? And is there anything that they ask that surprises you?
So out of state, is that what we're talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think that Brevard County is huge. So you have to cover a large area. I mean, you got to go from Mims to Palm Bay, Grant, and each area is so unique. So I've had families that have lived here in a more suburban neighborhood, but then decide, we want to sell our house, we want land in Mims, we want to homeschool, we want to farm. So they take that equity and they move to Mims. It can be so drastically different within our own county. And so I think just describing all of those areas, beachside vibes and Viera and all the different communities and what you can get for your money, because it can be drastically different. And so kind of describing that, putting people on a search, but then taking them all over. Mm-hmm. People say, I feel bad. You're taking us everywhere. And I'm like, it's a journey, and you get to learn along the way. Oh, I can get a bigger house for less money, in Palm Bay, but I might not get the community feel that I want, or close to restaurants and golf cart to school like Viera, and then they can pick and choose. So we definitely have a lot of options.
We have so many options, and I think you hit the nail on the head. That's something that people fail to recognize is how big Brevard County is, how long Brevard County is. And it used to just be the over the bridge comment, like that was like a different world going over the bridge. But now you're right, it's a totally different experience from Titusville to Mims to Merritt Island to Melbourne to Viera versus Melbourne to Rockledge versus Viera. So it's pretty incredible, and we have a little bit of everything for everybody.
Yeah, for sure.
So let's talk specifically about the neighborhoods.
Okay.
Are there certain pockets of Brevard County that stand out, specifically family-friendly ones, and why?
I think we have a lot of family-friendly neighborhoods all over the county. I live in Viera, so I feel like I can really touch closely on everything that's offered there. I mean, very family friendly. I think it's known for being family friendly. You can golf cart your kids to school. You can golf cart your kids to ice cream, restaurants. It's very unique in that aspect. So I would say that a lot of people, when it comes to that, they do like Viera for that reason. Community pools. So, but I mean, all over the county, you can definitely find it. But for me, I just tell my kids, this is a dream. I golf cart you to school. And they're like, yeah, Mom, it's cool, I guess. And I'm like, no, it's really rare. And
you don't know what you have.
Yes. Seriously. So I just love it. And I feel like for me personally, and I'm sure people feel this in other parts of the county, but I feel like Viera is the big mama bear community. I mean, someone falls on their bike, there's 5 moms right there. It's like everyone takes care of each other, knows each other. So I personally feel really grateful, and I find that a lot of people love that area for the same reason too.
Yeah. Let's dive a little bit into the school aspect of things. How do the schools factor into the home search process for your clients?
Yeah, so once again, I feel like Florida has so many options that other states don't. And especially for me coming from Virginia, I know and experience it. And I also have one of my best friends that lives in Virginia with 3 kids. And so I'll talk about school stuff. And she's like, wait, what? You guys have what? You know, Florida has free VPK. So other states, you pay for it like you pay for preschool. Florida has Bright Futures. So you get money for college for making good grades. And other states, I didn't have that.
Yeah.
So, and then the schools, we have charter schools. We have the tax credit scholarship where you can use that money towards private school. So even if you find a home in an area where you're like, I'm not sure I want my kids to go to that school, there's still options. So I'll educate people on, do you want to go to this school system? Or if not, there's other options.
Yeah.
I mean, there's tons. There's homeschool co-ops where you can send your kids half-time. I mean, once again, Brevard County and Florida give parents a lot of options in allowing them to choose the different schools that they go to outside of their zip code.
Right. Brevard, I mean, Florida in general truly is land of opportunity when it comes to education. Bridgett and I are both autism moms. Yeah. There is a ton of resources and opportunities for special needs in Brevard County. I have 2 children. One goes to public school in Suntree, and then the other one goes to private schools specifically for children on the spectrum. Yeah. There's so much opportunity for all varying families, all varying degrees of education here in Brevard.
Yeah, and I feel like the support has been so overwhelming. Just touching on that, like in the beginning, I was just nervous and didn't know how to help my son. And now I'm so confident. He's so confident. And I've just been surrounded by so much support in the school and with friends. And I mean, that's a whole nother positive story, but just how our community comes together and supports each other.
Very true. What advice would you give a young family that's wanting to plant roots in Brevard County, whether they're local or moving from out of state?
So I say this all the time for young families, for anyone that's wanting to move. I think people get nervous. They'll reach out to their friends, or I'll see a post on Facebook. Hey, what's the average mortgage for this price home? And I saw it the other day.
All the mom groups.
Yes. What's my mortgage going to be on a $400,000 home? And in my brain, I'm like, okay, what part of the county? Because your taxes are going to differ on the county, what part of the county. Also, what is the age of the home? Your insurance is going to depend on the age of the home. Is it close to the beach? So I always say you have to call a lender and get a pre-approval first, because you absolutely have no clue what you can even look at or afford. And it's devastating for people to contact an agent, get set up on a search, and then get a pre-approval, and then their dreams are crushed because they're like, we can't do this. Or maybe they can afford more. I'm never advocating for going to your max, but you should know what you can afford so that you can pick the best option for you. And then from there, I always, like I said, I tell people, let's research together. I'll take you wherever you want to go. You want to go to MIMS and you want to go to Palm Bay, I will do it. And we will do some research together so that you can find exactly what you love. I just give people so many options because it's a big decision. It's the biggest investment that you'll make. And so I really I just say every trip of showings is just we're learning and you're getting to that final destination of your dream home. So
I love that. Yeah. Well, my favorite question to conclude our podcast today, surprise, is what is your favorite local go-to place? It can be restaurant, it could be beach setting. What's your favorite local Brevard County family spot?
So it's so funny. River Rocks, I have to say, is one of my favorites. Our family will go there for like an Easter brunch. We'll go for my birthday. I just love the outside atmosphere. And the funniest thing is I worked there for 3 years while I was getting my master's degree. So you have to know it's a good place if I worked there for 3 years.
And still go back.
And I don't know. I get the same thing. I get a River Rocks house salad. And that's my jam.
I love it. Their dock dip is my favorite.
Yes, so, it's a great place.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Bridgett. You're a wealth of knowledge. You're an awesome mom and an awesome real estate agent. And
same, girl.
Privileged to have you.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. So if you guys have found some content in this that helped you or you think could help a friend moving to the Brevard County area, like, share, subscribe, do all the things the kids say, and we'll see you next time.